This episode will be how to build atomic bomb in a kitchen. Seems impossible. If you take all this knowledge, quantum fuckers are, selling on universities, on physics courses, it's impossible. But we have observations that some spontaneous situations happens. Not only uranium, plutonium, even casual matter, non-radioactive, behaves just breaking nuclei, annihilating. From time to time it happens. So I have complete theoretical knowledge about what happens and why. And I can say you that the practical methods to use this as a kind of weapon, they are not so difficult. They are not very easy, not so, but with some effort and a little money you can try to achieve this goal. So, first theoretical introduction to that. Matter is not what it is in quantum physics. There is a background level which is, quite sophisticated, quite differentiated, but with not particle level achieved. They are undetected on this level. Structures of ether. And there is interaction between our particle and this background. And it's in quantum physics, put into categories which are decisive are particles. Background is, merely correcting some additional level of interactions. And it's absurd. This matter is less than 5% of things there must be. So I've put this into investigation and I found that decisive is this background. And particles have, they are lucky they exist. Other explanation, strictly mathematical, they must be in some quantities, exactly this few percent. What kind of interactions can be used? Atom is a structure where positive nucleus and negative electrons on orbitals form stable structure, more or less stable. But if you rotate them, in these rotations, background starts acting mostly on electrons, desynchronizing the interaction outside QED. They don't understand it. And practical result is that above 10 to the 12 Hertz, atoms breaks. How to spin atom? It has own spin, Yeah. Built with spins of nuclei, particles and electrons. But it's not this kind of spin. You must spin wholeness. And you can, find handles on atom. So you need use structures of atoms, many of them, which are best organized in crystals, because then they may have quite strong bonds between atoms, and you can group multiple set of atoms. Spin. There are methods for that. Electromagnetic interactions may help you. Laser light in pulses, very precise short pulses. And if you suspend it, if you don't know how, I need money, so you may contact me. You find situation where electrons start falling onto nuclei. It's a known process. It's a spontaneous electron capture from orbital by nuclei. And then proton became neutron. One of. And if there are too many neutrons in nucleus, atom is unstable. Breaks. If you do this correctly, you can initiate spontaneous fission of such created isotopes of otherly stable atoms. For this you can use ordinary matter, silica, carbon, crystalline structures of these elements, and other differences will be with this level of rotational speed. Some will be lower, some will be higher, but if you make this with sufficient quantity, you will get explosion. Is it sure? Accidentally few guys made this experiment and got so surprising result that they didn't put it in the report. They were quantum opticians and they were searching for changes in properties in rotating crystals, and crystals disappeared. They were unable to understand then this is a region of high energy physics, and the nuclei broke and they didn't recognize this mechanism. So it's sure. Do I suggest you to use atomic bombs? Not really. But if you succeed practically, you will change political and social relations. If this kind of practical knowledge, how to put, salt in the kitchen into a nuclear weapon, nuclear bomb, this will force these guys which keep uranium and plutonium for themselves, force them to think. That will be good lesson how not to be so sure that you are right.